Okay, let's see if I can get through this video. I was tagged by what I'm on to today, and she was tagged by Chi Washington. Both of those videos will be down below, and this is a fun tag. I want to see tons of people do this tag. It's hard, but it's where are we going? So there's 10 categories and a bonus one at the end. And after I say what activity, where we're going, I have to pick a bag that I'm going to take with me. So there's the club. I wrote these down. Brunch, shopping, date night, going to the movies, a beach bag, a picnic, a black tie event or a landmark birthday, a wedding, and a vacation, and then the bonus. So let's see if I can do this. I put most of my bags over here on this wall so I could just grab them. If you watched any of my videos before, I'm usually standing on a separate wall over here on the other side, and all of the bags are lined up. So the very first one for me, since I was tagged on what I'm on to today, is the club. So if I'm going out and I'm hitting the club, which now I'm in my 50s and I don't hit the club, what bag would I take to the club? So it kind of depends on if it's a dance club, is it a karaoke club, you know, that kind of a thing. So you decide when you do your tag, which one are you going to take? So I want to take a small bag with me, so I would definitely be taking a pochette. This holds so much stuff. My phone can fit in there, my wallet, everything I would need would be on here. And I could wear it crossbody because there's a longer strap too. So number 2 is brunch. If I'm going to a brunch, what am I going to take to the brunch? And I'm going to pick this red jumbo Chanel if I go to brunch. That would definitely be a brunch bag for me. That's a series 13, so that's from 2009. Okay, we're on to number 3, shopping bag. This one's difficult because depending on where we're shopping, are we just shopping for groceries, or are we shopping down on a luxurious type street that's got all kinds of different brand names? I don't know. So you got to pick which way you're going to go. So I'm just going to say shopping for me is just a basic shopping day, out and about. And it's a no brand name, kind of a fanny pack. I wear it across body my front here, but it holds just a ton of stuff. So that's my shopping one. Great. Number 4 is going to be date night. Okay, date night. I am going to choose my small Chanel. I did a couple videos on this. This was in terrible condition when I got this in June and sent it to leather surgeons, and wow, what they did is amazing. Moving on, we're on number 4. No, that was 4. That was date night. Okay, number 5 is going to the movies. So I usually bring my own snacks when I go to the movies, and so I'm going to take this one over here. That is 2009 brown Chanel. This is called a reissue. Holds a ton of stuff. Looks good on my shoulder and crossbody. So I'm going to take that one to the movies. Number 6 is a beach bag. Now, I just returned from a wedding that was in Hawaii, and I actually did go to the beach every single day. And what I took was just this canvas bag that has my R for my name on it. And then you could just wash this. This can go in the laundry It's just cotton. I just shook it out and had, if any sand got inside of it. But this thing was full of my handheld umbrella, you know, our drinks, snacks, sunscreen, etc. I took this to the beach every day. Moving on, now we're on to number 7. 7 is if you go to a picnic. What are you going to take for a picnic? Now, I wouldn't normally take any of my fancy bags to a picnic. Picnic to me is like going out maybe in the woods and sitting on a log and having lunch. So I'm going to say no to all of these, and it's just going to be maybe a backpack or a clear bag like this, so I can have my phone in there. So picnic is just going to be basic for me. Now, when you go on a picnic, yours might be fancy, so when you do your video, tell us where you're going on your picnic and which bag you're going to pick. Number 8 is if it's a black tie event or it's a landmark type birthday, so something very special. And so some of the pictures I'm flashing up on the screen was from the very first lady that made this tag, Chi Washington. So I'm stealing her pictures. We haven't met, but hello. And so a black tie event, I'm going to say, this one's difficult. Yeah, this one's going to be tough because I have quite an idea of what I would wear to. Okay, I'm going to say that this is for a black tie event for me instead of a landmark birthday, since I'm already in my 50s. And it's a sit-down type dinner. So I'm going to go with the medium flat black with silver hardware, Chanel. Definitely going to take this one. Moving right along. Okay, number 9 is going to a wedding. Most of the weddings that I've been to are not in my town. I have to go somewhere for the weddings. And the one that I just took in January for a winter wedding was this big old honking thing that is a Speedy 35. It's from 1989. And this holds everything. So this was my travel bag. This held everything. And the reason I took this to the wedding is because I had with me my sister from Florida, my mom from California, and the wedding was at my other sister's town of Dallas, Texas. So my mom's purse, mini purse, was in here. My sister from Pensacola, her flip-flops after she was done dancing on those high heels, she was going to need flip-flops. Those were inside here. So this 35 was packed. Actually, I wish I could just quickly find that picture of how full this was of everyone else's stuff shoved underneath that table at the wedding. But this is what I would take to a wedding just because I want to be able to help everyone else out and put their stuff in my bag. And the very last one is going on vacation. So when I travel, I take a Speedy with me every single time. Either the Speedy 30 or the Speedy 35. Every single time I've traveled, those are on the plane with me because they hold so much stuff. So they're kind of my travel plane type bag. But it does say if you're on vacation. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be a Louis Vuitton Speedy or the Speedy 35 or this Pouchette. So when I'm on vacation, it's gonna be Louis Vuitton every single time. I don't think I've taken the Marlowe. This is Marla. What's this? Dragton. Marla Dragton. Up here. Dragon. That's the name. I don't think I've ever taken this on vacation. I've taken this shopping. I could have used this one for shopping. I've definitely used it for that. Okay, so that's it. The very last one is the bonus that said, if you go to an influencer event, which bag would you carry? So again, this is difficult because I don't know, am I carrying a bunch of stuff with me to this event? If so, it's probably going to be one of these Birkin 35s that are up here at the top. I have the blue jean from 2003, and I have a chocolate brown that's from 1997, very old. So, and they hold so much, handheld, so it'd probably be one of those two if I'm going to an influencer event. If it's a sit-down dinner type thing at an influencer event, then I'm going to say it's just going to be one of these two small, the small Chanel or a medium Chanel. This one's way too big. Yeah, those are my picks. This is what I'm sticking to. Man, I got this done really fast too. Yep, those are it. So I'll list the categories of those 10. The bonus one was if you go to a influencer type event, what would you take out of your collection? It doesn't need to be brand names. It could be any of these other bags that I had to, but this is just what I chose. So I'm going to tag everyone. I want everyone to do this tag. If your name's listed below, it's just because you popped into my head immediately after I was filming this and was filling out the description on the bottom. But everyone should do this tag. This was a lot of fun. Thank you to what I'm on to today, because she's the one that tagged me about 2 weeks ago. I've been busy. We've been traveling. That's it. Thanks for watching. Now I gotta go put these back where they all belong and then put the ones that are on the floor back over here to this shelf and get this room all cleaned up. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.